Morning, everybody. Please be seated. Yes, Councillor Taylor.
We hold a moment's silence for the anniversary of 2 terror attacks that took place in England. First, 12 years ago today, soldier Lee Rigby was killed in the streets of London, and also 22 people were innocently killed in the Manchester arena. Terror attacks 8 years ago today.
Yeah, can we all be upstanding, please, for a minute's silence? Thank you and respect. Thank you. Please be seated. Do we have any apologies for absence, please? Just so far, I've got on here Councillor Oliver, Simon, J. Thompson, Crane, Davies, Evans. Is it Fletcher? Atwood, O'Donoghue. Howell, yeah, thank you.
Councillor Graham, Jeffrey.
Thank you. Any more? Councillor Brown?
No, sorry.
No? That's it? Right, thank you. We'll move on then to the nominations for Mayor for 25-26. Do we have any nominations, please?
Time for change. I'd like to nominate Councillor Tristan Leroyd.
Thank you. Do we have a seconder, please?
Mr. Mayor.
Okie dokie. Do we have any more nominations for Mayor, please?
Sorry, I'd like to nominate Councillor, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Ian Hart, menopause moment.
It just says Deputy Mayor up here, so somehow when you're trying to get help, it doesn't help you. Do we have a seconder, please? Thank you. Do we have any more nominations for Mayor? No, so we take that in order then. So all those in favour for Councillor Leroy to be Mayor, please show. 3, is that right? 4? Sorry. Can we have a show of hands, please? Put your hands right in the air, please. Thank you. 9. All those against? No, sorry, we don't go again, sorry. Sorry. All those in favour for Councillor Hart, please show. Councillor Hart elected. Thank you, well done, Councillor Hart.
Thank you, everybody. We'll move on to item 3, the election of the Deputy Mayor. Can I ask for any nominations for the election of the Deputy Mayor, please?
Councillor Corley, please, and can I welcome you to your seat and thank Neil for all his service over the last year. Neil, you've been a cracking mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr Mayor, well done, Councillor Hart, and thank you to Councillor Bendel as well. I'd like to nominate Councillor Ryder, please. Thank you.
I'll second that,
Okay.
Mr. Mayor.
And
Thank you.
much. Right. Is there any more nominations? If not, then can we take a vote on the nominees, please? First of all, can we take a vote for Councillor Ryder? Sorry, Councillor Corley. Then the duly elected Deputy Mayor, Councillor Corley, would you like to come forward, take your place? Welcome, Councillor Corley, as Deputy Mayor. Right, move on to item 4, to approve the minutes of the AGM held on 23rd of May 24. Can I have a nominate? No, yeah. I second it. Thank you very much. Yeah. Is everybody happy with the minutes? Okay, thank you very much. Could members note the attendance matrix? And we'll move on to item 5, which is my announcements from the Mayor. I would like to thank you for voting me as the Mayor of Redcar and Cleveland. It's a fantastic honour, and I look forward to the year ahead and to being a great ambassador for our borough. A big thank you to Councillor Bendel, who has done an exceptional job this year as Mayor. I think we can all agree to that. The Mayor's investiture ceremony will take place next Thursday, the 29th of May, in the Council Chamber, and I do hope you will all attend. The only other thing I would like to say is that I will be raising money in the next 12 months for 2 charities. The first is Footprints in the Community. It's an important charity in our borough, doing a lot of very good work in terms of addressing the poverty which we know exists throughout our wards to varying levels, but in some wards particularly. And secondly, I'm going to follow in Councillor Bendelow's footsteps and raise money for my local church, St Cuthbert's, Ormsby, where I'm a bell ringer, and our bell tower, like a number of others in the borough, is in need of repair, and it's a very costly affair to do repairs on old churches like that. So I will be, second charity I'll be raising, which is for the tower fund for my local church. Can we leave any announcements from the Managing Director?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd just like to congratulate yourself and the Deputy Mayor and say well done to the retiring Mayor on his successful year in office. Thank you.
Yeah, ask the reader if he has any announcements.
announcements, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Right, we move on to the appointment for scrutiny committees and other committees. So for clarity, this section deal with all sections include documents entitled Representations of Committees 2024-2025. These include Part 1, committees and groups where political proportionality applies. Part 2, joint arrangements where political proportionality applies. Part 3, joint arrangements where political proportionality does not apply. And Part 4, committees where political proportionality does not apply. Insofar as the committees are concerned, where positions are uncontested, the leader will be asked to move them en bloc. There they will be contested, a position of vote will be taken. The committee lists are being populated and circulated to all members. There are no contested positions, but there are various unfilled positions. In Governance Committee, the Independent Group. In Children and Family Scrutiny Conservative Group. In Adults Wellbeing and Health Scrutiny, Ungrouped Independents. And in Corporate Parenting Board, the Conservative Group. Can I check whether there are any names for these positions? The Governance Committee, the Independents Group, Children and Family Scrutiny Conservative Group, Adults Wellbeing and Health Scrutiny, the Ungrouped Independent, and the Corporate Parenting Board, the Conservative Group. Councillor Kerr?
No, nothing from me. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, potentially that's an option. If we've got unfilled vacancies at this stage, we'd normally recommend that we approve the appointments that we've got, and then the managing director is given delegated authority to consult and populate the list through the various political groups. If we reach an impasse on that, then we bring a report back to a council meeting, and there are options around either groups giving away their seat, essentially, or the council voting on something different.
See if we can get some of the meetings shifted to the evenings, which would give us a lot more capacity to serve on those committees. So we could make the decision then if and when, yeah? Is that all right?
Okay, thank you very much for that. Can we then, if there's no further nominations, can we ask the leader to move all the committees and their position en bloc in accordance with the list circulated?
The recommendation and delegate to the managing director to populate the remainder of the list.
And any unfilled seats remaining, seek approval of the meeting to delegate to the managing director the power to complete the list in accordance with proportionality calculations. Ask everyone to approve. Can I ask everyone, can they approve that? Thank you. Right, we then move on to chairs and vice chairs. Insofar as the chairs and vice chairs of the committees are concerned, where the vote is required, the Mayor will refer to the schedule of the committees, and I will go and call for nominations, firstly for chair and then vice chair. The voting schedules are included in the folder. So can we start with the Governance Committee? Position of chair, we have uncontested at the moment. Councillor Morgan. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. And I was about to ask, have we got any other nominations from the floor? If not, yeah. Could I have the proposer and seconder?
Please.
And the seconder? Okay, thank you. I'll move then for that Councillor Morgan is the chair for the Government Committee. Okay, thank you. Vice Chair, I have one nomination, Peter Berry. Could I have a proposer and a seconder? Thank you. Councillor Hannaway. Thank you. Do we have any other nominations from the floor for the position of Vice Chair of Governance? No. Okay, thank you. Can I ask everyone to approve? Thank you. We move on to Health and I duly announced that Councillor Berry is Vice Chair for the Governance Committee. The Employment, Health and Safety Committee. I have two nominations, Councillor Head and Councillor Grogan. Can I have a proposer and second for Councillor Head, please?
I'd like to nominate Councillor Head, please.
And a seconder. Thank you. Can I have a proposer for Councillor Grogan?
So I'll propose Councillor Grogan.
Thank you. And a seconder, please.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Councillor Salvin. We then move to a vote. Sorry. Can I check that there are any more nominations from the floor? If not, can we move to a vote? Can those in favour of Councillor Head please show? And now could I have a show of hands for Councillor Grogan, please? Councillor Head is duly elected as Chair for the Employment, Health and Safety Committee. Currently I have one nomination for the Vice Chair, Councillor Grogan. Do I have any nominations from the Chamber? If not, then Councillor Grogan is duly elected as Chair. Oh, sorry, proposer and seconder. Yeah, from my apologies. Just give me, yes, just for official things, yeah. Proposed and seconded, yeah. But thank you very much. But as no one else, I do Councillor Grogan as the Deputy, as Vice Chair for Health, Employment and Safety. We move on to Regulatory Committee. Currently I have one nomination, Councillor Smith. Could I have a proposer and a seconder, please? Thank you. Thank you. And now can I ask the floor if yeah, no, I did hear you like Barry. Thank you. And do I have any nominations from the floor, please? Do I have a proposer and seconder? Do I have a seconder? Sorry? Have the clerks. Thank you. That's up. Okay, in which case we have, can we go to a vote for the Chair of the Regulatory Committee? Could I have those in favour of Councillor Smith please show their hands? And then can we have a show of hands, please, for Councillor Leroyd? Thank you, everyone. I duly announce that Councillor Smith is elected as Chair of the Regulatory Committee. And move on to the Vice Chair. I currently have 2 nominations for the Vice Chair Regulatory Committee. Councillor Bendolo. Could I have a proposer and seconder, please? Councillor Brown. Thank you. And I have Councillor Martin. Could I have a proposer and seconder?
Councillor Martin.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Salvin. In which case, do I have any from the floor, any other nominations? And if not, can we move to a vote? Can we please have a show of hands for Councillor Bendolo as Vice Chair? Thank you. And can we have hands, please, for Councillor Martin? Councillor Bendolo is duly elected as Vice Chair of the Regulatory Committee. Can we move on to the Scrutiny and Improvement Committee? I currently have 1 nomination, Councillor Nightingale. Could I have a proposer and a seconder, please?
To propose Councillor Nightingale, please.
Thank you. Do I have any other nominations from the floor? No. If not, then then Councillor Nightingale is duly elected as Chair of the Corporate Resources. We have currently for Vice Chair. I have 1 nomination of Vera Ryder. Could I have a pardon me, proposer and seconder?
Propose Councillor Ryder.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor. Do I have any other nominations from the floor? If not, then I duly announce that Councillor Ryder is elected as Vice Chair of Corporate Resources. We move on to Children and Family Scrutiny. Currently, I have 1 nomination, Councillor King. Please could I have a proposer and seconder?
Yeah, can I propose Councillor King, please?
Thank you, Councillor Joy. Councillor Nightingale, thank you. Can I ask you then, is there any other nominations for the Chair of Children's and Family Services? If not, then I duly announce that Councillor King is elected as Chair for the coming year. Currently, we move on to the Vice Chair. Currently, I have nomination, Councillor Evans. Could I have a proposer and a seconder, please? Thank you, Councillor. Thank you, Councillor Berry. Do I have any nominations from the floor for Vice Chair of Children and Family Services? If not, then Councillor Evans is duly elected as Vice Chair for Children and Family Services. Let us move on to Adults, Wellbeing and Health Scrutiny. I currently have 2 nominations for the Chair. Councillor Ovens, could I have a proposer and seconder, please?
I'd like to propose Councillor Ovens, please.
Thank you. And I have Councillor Julie Hart as a nomination. Could I have a proposer and seconder, please? Thank you. Thank you, Councillor. We move then to a vote. Oh, could I ask any other nominations from the floor? If not, then we will move on to a vote for the position of Chair. Could I have a show of hands for Councillor Ovens, please? Thank you. Now, could I have a show of hands for Councillor Hart, Julie Hart, please? Thank you. in which case Councillor Ovens is duly elected as Chair of the Adults Wellbeing and Health Scrutiny. Currently I have one nomination for the Vice Chair, Councillor Kay. Do I have any other nominations from the floor? Oh, sorry. Yes, I need a proposer and seconder from Councillor Kay. Yeah, thank you. Now, could I have a nomination from the floor? Thank you, councillors. In which case, we now have if there's no other nominations, we'll move to a vote for the Vice Chair of Adults Wellbeing. Can those in favour of Councillor Kay please show of hands? Thank you. Could I have a show of hands for Councillor Julie Hart, please? Thank you, everybody. I duly announce that Councillor Kay is elected as Vice Chair for Adults Wellbeing and Health Scrutiny Committee. If we move on to the next committee is Growth, Scrutiny and Improvement Committee. I currently have two nominations for the Chair. Councillor Jones and Councillor Ryder. Could I have nominations, a proposer and seconder for Councillor Jones, please?
Can I propose Councillor Jones, please?
Thank you. And for Councillor Ryder, please? Right, thank you. Is there any other nominations from the floor for the post of Chair of Growth Scrutiny? If not, then can we move on to a vote? Could I have a show of hands for those for Councillor Jones? Thank you. Now could I have a show of hands for Councillor Ryder, please? Councillor Jones is duly elected as Chair of the Growth Scrutiny and Improvement Committee. I have two nominations at the moment for Vice Chair. Myself. Could I have a proposer and seconder?
I'd like to propose Councillor Hart, please. Ian Hart.
And I have another proposal for Councillor Kerr. Could I have a proposer and seconder, please?
I'll propose that, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Sullivan. Councillor Pugh. Do I have any other nominations from the floor? If not, then can we move to a vote? Can I ask a show of hands for Councillor Ian Hart? And could I have a show of hands, please, for Councillor Kerr? Thank you for your vote. I duly announce that Councillor Ian Hart is voted as the Vice Chair of Growth Scrutiny. We move on to Climate and Environment Scrutiny. I currently have one nomination for Chair, Councillor Joy. Could I please have a proposer and seconder?
I'll propose Councillor Joy, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Do I have any nominations? If not, then Councillor Joy is duly elected as Chair of the Climate and Environment Scrutiny. I currently have one nomination for Vice Chair, Councillor Thompson. Could I have a proposer and seconder, please?
I nominate Councillor Thompson, please.
Thank you, Councillor. Okay, thank you very much. Do I have any other nominations for the Vice Chair of Climate and Scrutiny?
Councillor Martin, Chair.
Do I have a proposer and seconder?
And Councillor Martin.
Yeah. So shall we move that, in which case we need to move to a vote for the Vice Chair of Climate and Environment. Can you please show hands for Councillor Thompson? Thank you. And can I have a show of hands for councillors? So, Martin, yeah. Okay, in which case Councillor Thompson is duly elected as a Vice Chair. Finally, we move to the Corporate Parenting Board. Currently, I have one nomination for Chair, Councillor King. Could I have a proposer and seconder?
I'd like to propose Councillor King, please.
Seconder, please.
Can I second Councillor King, Mr. Mayor?
Do I have any other nominations for the Chair of Corporate Parenting Board? I duly announce that then that Councillor King is voted as Chair of the Corporate Parenting Board. I have one nomination at the moment for Vice Chair, Councillor Ovens. May I have a proposer and a seconder, please?
I'd like to propose Councillor Ovens, please.
Can I have a seconder, please?
Councillor Evans, Mr. Mayor.
Do I have any other nominations for the Vice Chair of Corporate Parenting Board? No? Thank you, everybody. In which case, I duly announce that Councillor Ovens is the Vice Chair of the Corporate Parenting Board. Okay, thank you, everybody. The next item on our list is item 9, the election of members representing on the various outside bodies. Insofar as bodies appointments, the Mayor will... as it stands, there are no contested positions on outside bodies. Where there are, although there are no contested, there are 2 vacancies. Vacancy for the NERIO Executive Committee and vacancy for SACRA. S-A-C-R-E, SACRA. Do I have any other nominations for those 2 positions at the current time? Yeah. In which case, if there are no other...
Richardson for NERIO, please.
Okay, yes. Can I have a seconder, please? Thank you very much. In which case, yeah. Yes. Yeah, so just... Yeah. So, right, Councillor Richardson then will take that position over. Do I have any other the vacancy? Can we all agree the whole of the outside bodies as at the current time? Thank you, everybody. We move on to item 10, to agree the scheme of delegation set out in part 3 of the Constitution, subject to the power of the leader to approve the scheme for delegation or executive powers. Can I ask the leader to move the scheme delegation set out in the Constitution?
That didn't even press the button. Scheme moved.
Thank you. And could I ask for a seconder, please? Thank you, Councillor Richardson. Can I ask members to please show your agreement? Any? Yeah, I'm going to ask the next thing. Yeah. Anyone against the? Carried. In which case it is carried. Then we move on to item 11, the approval of programme for the ordinary meetings of the council for the coming year. Can I ask the leader to move the approval for the programme of ordinary council meetings for the coming year?
Mr. Mayor, is that with the caveat that we come back with the evening day motion so it may be amended, or? Right, okay. Well, I approve it.
Could I have a seconder, please? Thank you, Councillor. The normal evening meeting, the evening meetings committees. Okay. Any against? Thank you, Councillor. Then we are moved that those dates are. Will have our dates for the coming year for council meetings, and therefore we'll thank members for their attendance and declare the meeting closed.